My initial thoughts of joining the academy was, am I really good enough to be here? He looked at me and I can't remember his exact words, but he's like, there's a 15-year-old in this room and he's gonna start tomorrow. And I was only a 15-year-old in the room.
Tonight, the Seattle Sounders are setting a Major League Soccer record, starting 5 teenagers. Obed Vargas is the 3rd youngest player to ever play, not start, in a Major League Soccer match at 15 years and 351 days.
When I stepped on the field and the whistle blew, I wasn't nervous.
My initial thought is, what was I doing when I was 15 years old? I certainly wasn't starting a pro game in MLS. You know, I think opportunity is the word that jumps out to me. This is what these kids worked so hard for throughout their entire development lives. They've got a chance tonight to put their name in lights.
Rui Diaz saw the goalkeeper off his line and scored fantastically. Even by his elevated standards, a truly special goal.
That moment right there was crazy. Like, I couldn't believe that I was on the field with him, celebrating the goal, getting the win with a player of a team that I supported, and I was playing on the same field with him.
Man, it's unbelievable. This is what you dream of as a kid, man. When I was young, I never thought about this moment.
I started playing soccer, I remember when I was 3. My parents enrolled me in my first rec team, the Dragons, Boys and Girls Club. Their way of life, you know, everything was soccer at home. My dad loves the sport, my mom as well. My grandparents, whenever we would go to Mexico, they loved watching and playing. Just seeing their passion for the game, it kind of just passed on to me. The teams that I played for were always very competitive. I always played a year up.
Soccer has been in my genes. My dad played for my entire life. I play as well, so that's what they grew up watching. You know, during the week, we were watching highlights from different leagues in the world.
¿Qué vamos a comer, madre?
¿Qué vamos a comer? ¿Qué se te antoja?
Ceviche.
¿Ceviche?
Sí.
Antes decías que no te gustaba el ceviche, ¿cómo ahora sí te gusta?
Cuando estaba en Alaska no me gustaba mucho el ceviche porque... Bueno, no me gustaba el salmón. El ceviche sí me gustaba, pero el salmón no lo hacías muy seco. Lo cocinabas muy seco.
No es cierto.
Pero ya cuando empezaste a hacer ceviche es cuando me empezó a gustar el salmón. Ya cuando vine acá a Seattle me empezó a gustar el salmón, no sé por qué. No, but, you know, having my family here, my mom, it's just, you know, it's your comfort zone, you know, where you feel most comfortable. You know, she's working upstairs and she knows that we're coming home from training. You know, she starts cooking for us just so when we come home we have a warm meal, and that means the most to me than the actual meal, you know? Just the love that she puts into every meal. Me and my brother, we appreciate that so much.
Tengo que regresar, cada mes regreso a Anchorage por mi trabajo, pero la mayoría del tiempo estoy aquí con ellos. De venirse a los 14 años solo, sin nadie aquí en Seattle. Yo recuerdo cuando nos dijo, mamá, quiero irme, yo decía, ¿estás seguro? Are you sure? Are you wanna go? Said, yes, mom, I wanna go. Le digo, only you have 14. He said, mom, you need me to let her go because I need to follow my dream. I don't wanna say no. You need to go. And he say, it's hard, and sometimes when the people see him, they say, oh, it's so easy for you. Le digo, no, really. He passed a lot of barriers to be in the moment he's now.
For most of the family, I had the closest connection to him. So when he left, it was hard, but just to see how much he's grown as a person and as a player, it's just been inspiring to see 'Cause I know not a lot of people that play in the academy, or like they look up to the first team guys that came through, and not a lot of them can say my brother like went through the system and he did really well. So just to see his example firsthand, it's a great example to follow. I understand that I'm my own person and I have to set my own steps for myself.
He's never tried to take credit for anything, you know. He's never tried to like take any advantages because he's my brother, you know, or my brother's in the first team, like I'm gonna try and do this and that. No, like he's always been like, everything I'm gonna earn. I think that's the best thing about him. Everything that he does, I want him to do well, and same thing, you know, with me. He always cheers me on. He also always critiques me as well. I think that's part of being a brother, you know, you always keep each other grounded.
It's the younger brother mentality.
I always like to come back and watch, you know, the next generation, watch the younger guys train. Mine was obviously a little bit different. We were at Starfire, but it always gives me, you know, I always identify with these kids when I see them play. I was in the same place he was a few years ago, and it's just special. I tell him all the time, enjoy these moments, because I only spent 6 months in the academy, but those 6 months were so influential in my career. I learned so much, and I spent so much time with those teammates that, you know, I've made lifetime bonds with them. I still talk to them, and I spent so much time with them. The best advice I can give them is to understand that everyone's pathway is different. You know, obviously my pathway was very unique, and I was very fortunate and blessed. This club has meant everything for me and my family. You know, they took a chance on me. They took a chance on a kid from Alaska. They believed in him. They gave me all the tools to succeed in the academy. And when they thought it was the right moment, they pushed me up to the next level. They created an environment for me to grow. And they gave me that continuity that a young player needs. They gave me the minutes, the games, and they continue to do so. Now that I start every game, I have to prove that I belong there, and I have to do my work and help the team win games. I think that's what I'm most proud of. Every single step that I've taken, you know, I've taken it with that self-confidence and that pride that I'm gonna prove that this risk or the confidence that they're putting in me is worth it. For me, like playing in Anchorage, Alaska, taking a leap anywhere, I thought was gonna be like an incredible leap. I thought the level was gonna be crazier because, you know, you think about Alaska, you don't think about soccer or anything like that. I was good in Alaska, but I just thought wherever I went, I was gonna be maybe decent or not good enough. And when I got there, I realized I was better than I thought, that I could compete.
5 yards outside the box, overlap and run by Vargas. Looks past him, eventually comes back to Vargas. There he is on the left-hand side, inside the channel, comes towards his right foot. Curls it to the far post! What a wonderful finish! Obed Vargas!
Vargas went down for now. It's in! Oh my goodness!
That felt like a moment where we had really overcame something hard. I always try to make my parents proud, so whenever they're there, I get emotional sometimes, because every single time I do something significant or the team does something, it feels like my family did it as well. Like they're all with me. My grandparents, you know, they always had the same dream as me. And so whenever I do something on the field, I feel like we all do it.
Like you said, you know, I had the same dream. I couldn't achieve it, but I think when he does it, when he achieves something like that, it feels like I'm the one just doing it as well. So I think that's why I get so emotional about it when he does something like that. It was a very special moment.
All of that involves the club has meant everything to me and my family, and obviously now taking care of my brother, giving him opportunity to grow and develop himself, you know, it means everything for me and my family.